under bulletin number 1, 2, 3, third bulletin. The same number 07159511239. Okay, let me just read the whole sentence. You are saying Muzika Khulelwa Sithemba Sibiya, accused number 1, at 07937900137, conducted Fisokuhle Ntuli, accused number 5, at 07159511239 44 times.
That's correct, my lord.
Yebo kuyiqiniso nje umabhaliweke laphayana kuthi uMuzika ukhulelwa Sithemba Sibiya umangalo wokuqala ku number 079 3790137 waxhumana noFisokuhle Ntuli umangalo wesihlanu number 0715951239 amahlandla u44. Yebo kuyiqiniso.
And this number is the number that is said to belong to Lungisani Ndwandwe, which you cannot deny.
My lord, like you read paragraph 2, I made this statement that if I know to be false, I wouldn't have made it. That's that I received from the investigation team, so that's why I gave my statement.
Futhi ke le number 0715951239 ile number ke ekushiwo ke ukuthi ke inumber kaLungisani Ndwandwe. Uthi nanje uma ngishilo ke statement sami paragraph 2 ukuthi ke le statement siyiqiniso ke futhi angeke ngikusho ke noma ke lokhu okungibhalile lana kuyiqiniso futhi nokuthi ke ngisenza le statement lesingazi ukuthi uma ngithula ubufakazi engasibona ke ukuthi sengingashushiswa.
And the person on the second bulletin, Muzika Khulelwa Sithemba Sibiya, accused number 1, at 076-077-46749, conducted Fisokuhle on the same number which belongs to Lungisani 2 times.
That's correct, my lord.
Futhi ke kuyaphinda kashiwa ke ukuthi ke Muzika Khulelwa Sithemba Sibiya bi number 276077469 waxhumana ke nayo Fisokuhle Ntuli kuyona ke le number ekuthiwa ke yakhe uLungisani Ndwandwe. Yebo.
And your explanation, Colonel, am I correct to say you were given the information that the number belongs to Mr. Ntuli by the investigating team? Am I correct?
That's correct, my lord.
Yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi mina ke nganikezwa ke le number ngasitshelwa ke ukuthi inumber yakhe uMr. Ntuli.
You did not get it from any service provider?
From the investigation team. I don't get stuff from the service provider. I get it from the investigation team who apply from the service provider.
Mina ke angitholi lutho ke ebuya ke kule nkampani lezi ezisebenza ngomakhalekhukhwini laba ababizwa ngokuthi phecelezi ke ama service provider, kodwa ngithola ke kwithimba eliphenyayo bona abenza isicelo kulaba abasebenza noma
the service provider.
I've just answered that, my lord.
Yes. He says he never contacts the service provider to get numbers. He gets his information from the investigating officers who thereafter delegate.
No, I don't want that person. I'm asking you that you did not get this information from the service provider. Is that correct?
I already answered that question, my lord.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bese ngiphenduleke lo mbuzo ukuthi ke mina ke number lena angitholanga ke kule nkampani lezi zama cell phones.
And you don't know from where the investigating team got the information that this number belonged to Mr. Ntuli. You don't know that information.
That's correct, my lord.
Kuyiqiniso nokuthi ke laba abaphenyayo noma ithimba eliphenyayo angazi ukuthi bakuthole kuphi ke bona ukuthi number le ekaNtuli.
So, the evidence that the number belonging to Mr. Ntuli, which is number 07159511239, your evidence that it conducted accused number 2 as per paragraph 8.2.2, and that it conducted accused number 4 as per paragraph 8.2.4 127 times, and also that as per paragraph 8.2.5 that it conducted 35 times with accused number 1, paragraph 8.2.5 on the same page, and also that it conducted 118 times Mthokozisi Fiso Zipho Zonke Mapisa, which is accused number 4, on 0713953801 is not true, because the owner of this cell phone number is Mr. Lungisani Ndwandwe, not the
As a court basis, my lord, we submit that that is an improper question.
Yeah, but even logic dictates you can't put an assertion like that. Unless Mr. Ndwandwe, whoever he is, he comes here and gives evidence before this court, and this court makes a finding that he's telling the truth, then of course you can make that assertion. But you can't put that assertion to this gentleman. He says, look, I got my information from the investigating team, and they gave me instructions to analyze these numbers. I do that. He doesn't know where the numbers come from, as you put it to him. He doesn't get them from the service provider, he gets them from the investigating team. But now you are putting it to him that all these numbers which he analyzed, it is not true, because that gentleman Ndwandwe is the owner of the cell phone. You can put it after you have cross-examined. Are you going to call the service provider?
Indeed, my lord.
Who's going to tell us how many people own that number? Maybe there are 100.
Indeed, and
Okay.
there is a basis of the state's objection that who knows, it could be a duplication.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, fine, let's go on.
Kuzoke noma-ke kwi-statement esenziwa ummeli-ke kuyena-ke ufakazi ukuthi-ke lo bufakazi osobethuleke ukuthi le number lena-ke u-071 595 1239 yaxhumana-ke nommangalelwa wesibili kule number u-27609016890 yase ixhumana naye-ke ummangalelwa wokuqala kule number 27793790137 yase ixhumana naye-ke ummangalelwa wesine kule number u-0713953801 ukuthi lokho-ke akusilona-ke iqiniso ngoba umnikazi walo makhalekhukhwini uLungisani Ndwandwe awuvunyelwa-ke lowo mbuzo ngoba-ke uLungisani Ndwandwe kusafanele eze kule nkantolo-ke azosho-ke impela ukuthi umakhalekhukhwini wakhe noma inamba yakhe leyana bese inkantolo yenza isinqumo ngalokho, nokuthi futhi-ke kusezobizwa-ke laba-ke noma-ke inkampani-ke uma Vodacom bazosho-ke mayelana nale number mhlambe kungenzeka-ke ukuthi inabanikazi abaningi.
Yes.
Whilst we are still there on paragraph 8.2, on page 23, regarding the communication as per bulletin number, 3rd bulletin and the 5th bulletin of 071 5951239. You see that one?
That one?
That one. The 3rd bulletin on paragraph 8.2.
8.2.1.
1.
Okay, right.
Page 23.
Yes,
Those two highlighted in yellow.
those two.
You said that those communications were for which period? Did you discover the period for that communication?
Yes, just go to just one. Some open for you, then you can see yourself. Just give me some time, my lord.
Okay.
Just want to open quickly. That's for accused one. Just my lord. Just get there quickly. So we're looking for for this number. So you say 8.2.1.
8.2.1.
8.2.1. Okay, let me just check quickly. Just want to get to the right one.
Yes.
So 8.2.1 is that the one that's highlighted 44 times? That one?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's for which period, that communication?
10 June 2018 to 22 April 2020.
To 22 April or end?
Isikhathi
To
ke
22 April or end 2020 April?
22 April 2020.
isikhathi ke sokuxhumana kuloko noma ke kulawa ma calls beveziwe ke laphayana ukuthi asuka nge-10 zika June 2018 kwaze kwayofika ke noma kwashaya i-22 April 2020.
Oh, so it means it's for the period after the incident took place in this matter, which is October 2014.
That's correct.
Yebo kuyiqiniswa ke ukuthi ke kusemuva ke kokwenzeka kwesigameko saleliqala leli ekwenzeka ke ngo-October ka 2014.
Let's continue with the following paragraphs, 8.2.2, 8.2.4, with the highlighted numbers only,
That's
and then
that one.
8.2.5.
Okay, so you all want all on this number.
On this number, yes. On this
Okay,
number.
so let's go there. Okay, let's do it like that. Then we can go. So you want on 4674. Four, 6, 7, 4. First May 2020 to 8 May 2020.
The communication in paragraph 8.2.2.
That's 8 point. Paragraph 8.2.
2.2.
Okay, it's point 2.
Yes.
Okay. So bullet number 2.
Yes.
Okay, then I've got the wrong one. So let me just go to the right one.
The 2 times wherein it is said that accused number 2 conducted Fisoguhle for 2 times.
Okay.
When was that?
Just
Which
let-
period is that?
Let me just get there. Just 6890. So you want that he contact him, accused to contact that one. So let me just filter here. Outgoing call. 25 August 2020 and 8 December 2020.
25 August.
25?
August 2020 and 8 December 2020.
Isikhathi ke kwakuphakathi ke ne-25 zika August 2020 kanye ne-8 25 August 2020 ne-8
December.
8 December 2020.
Okay. Next paragraph 8.2.4. That only one bulletin. And I'm told this is a Pozonke Mapisa conducting the same number 127 times. I'm looking for the period there for this communication.
For Mapisa.
8.2.4.
Yes. 11 August 2018
Just a minute. Yes.
Okay. Only.
to 28 November 2020.
This was also after the date of the incident, which is October 2014.
Lana ke isikhathi ke la ku 8.2.4 la kuthiwa khona ke le number lena ke noma umthokozisi Maphisa waxhumana ke nale number amahlandla u27 ukusuka ke nge11 August 2018 kuyofika 28 November 2020.
The last one. The last one is that one in paragraph 8.2.5. It's
That's exactly, I'll just go back to
the one where it says he conducted accused number 1
35 times.
35 times,
Okay,
yes.
let me just get
Which
there.
period is that?
Just want to open. So, filter. MTC. And each for that part. Sorry, my lord, I just want to. June 2018.
10 June 2018 is
2.
22 April 2020.
2020. Lana ke isikhathi sokuxhumana ke ku 8.2.5 la ekuthiwa ke le number yaxhumana ke naye ummangalelo wokuqala amahlandla u35 ukusuka ke nge10 zika June 2018 bayofika nge22 zika April 2020.
Okay, the communication between the same number to 060901 16890 3 times. 3 more. MOC.
Let me just check. Six eight nine zero. Just want to get to the right one. 6890. Yeah. April 2020 to 9 December 2020.
Sorry, 6.
April 2020, 9 December 2020.
Lana ke isikhathi sokuxhumana ke nale number leyo na ke u6009016890 kusuka nge6 ku April 2020 bayofika ke nge9 ku December 2020.
The last one.
Okay.
The last one 418 times.
That's right. August 2018.
11.
August 2018.
2018.
27 November 2020.
Lana ke kuleyo gcina ke ethi ke kwakunokuxhumana amahlandla awu118 kwakusuka ke nge11 zika August 2018 kuyofika ke nge27 November 2020.
Thank you very much. I wanted to verify the period of all this communication if it's relevant to the commission, to the date of the offense. That was committed to this case. Let's move on to another affidavit.
Yes, ma'am.
My note also, this one is not yet before court. Exhibit DD5C. It's a small one with 5 pages. There's an annex attached to that.
I've got it.
Got it. We are on paragraph 9.2.1.
9.2.1, that's correct. Just make it a little bit better to read.
Paragraph 9.2.1.1, the first bulletin, which says Mthobisi Prince Ngobe, accused number 3, at number 082-9563-220, conducted Fisobu Tentuli at number 071-5951-239 3 times. You see?
That's correct.
The accused denies that this number belongs to him. And therefore he never communicated with accused number 3 as per this information contained in this bulletin.
Like I said, there's information that was given to me, so I'll go on information received.
Lana ke kubhaliwe ke ku 9.2.1.1 ukuthi ke Mthobisi Prince Ngobe mangalo wesithathu ku number 082-956-3220 waxhumana ke noFisobuhle Ntuli ku 0715951239 amahlandla amathathu umangalelwa ke uyaphika ke ukuthi le number ke inumber yakhe nanjengoba besengishilo ke akukho engakusho kulokho inumber ke ngayinikezwa ke mina abaphenyayo noma ithimbe eliphenyayo.
Okay, can we do the same exercise once more for the period of communication under this entry? Repeat to in paragraph 9.2.11.
First of November 2014.
1st, 11, 2014, after the incident to when?
25/01/2015.
25/01/2015. Okay.
Lana ke isikhathi sokuxhumana ke phakathi kwale number 082-956-3220 ekwenumber ke ekuthiwa ke ekaMthobisi Prince Ncube umangalo wesithathu kanye naye ke u-071-595-12 nale number ke u-071-595-1239 isikhathi sokuxhumana kwabo kusuka ke ngeyi-1 kuNovember 2014 kwayifika ke ngeyi-25 January 2015.
What is the communication period for the next bulletin? 0766-427007 and 082-9563-220. Just below the one that we have been dealing with. And I'm Mthobisi Ncube.
For November 2014.
4/11/2014
to 25 January 2015.
Nalana-ke isikhathi sokuxhumana-ke phakathi kuka 0766 427 007 kanye naye-ke 082 956 3220 kwakusuka-ke ngeyi-4 November 2014 bayoshaya-ke i-25 January 2015.
It was also after the date of the incident in this matter, the accused number 5, Mr. Ntuli, admits this communication between Mncube using the number 0766 427 007, communicating with accused number 3 as per number 082 956 3220.
Thank you, my lord.
Nalana-ke kusemuva-ke kokuthi-ke isigameko senzeka-ke lana-ke umangalelwa wesihlanu uMntuli-ke uyavuma-ke ukukhulumisana noma nokuxhumana naye-ke uMthobisi Prince Mncube yena-ke uNtuli exhumana naye ngale number 0766 427 007 uMncube yena-ke esebenzisa u-082 956 3220.
Okay, the next one, period of communication, which is from accused number 3, 082 9563 220, conducted Fisobuhle, accused number 5, 11 times at 072 399 5787. You see that one?
Right, let me just check the
5787.
5787, yes.
check here quickly. My lord, I can we let me just check quickly here. 3220. Just want to open the right stuff here. Just want to get the right stuff before I.
Okay, no problem. Take your time.
Just want to get, where is that one? Just.
No, not 26 times. We are on the third bulletin under paragraph 9.2.1.1.
Yeah, I just want to get to the right place. Done. Seven 004. Definitely. Just give me that number again.
Okay, Mr. Accused number 3, using 082 9563 220. Conducted Fisobuhle Ntuli, accused number 5, 11 times at 072 399 5787.
Okay, that is 2014. 2014 and 1701 2015.
2015.
Lana ke uphumana ke lokhu kwakukhona ke phakathi kwale number yakhe ke ummangalo wesithathu 082 956 3220 kanye ekhumana naye ke ufiso kuhlantuli ke 0723995787 amahlandla awu11 waqala ke nge24 October 2014 bayoshaya ke i17 January 2015.
Accused number 5 deny. Sorry, my lord, can I just contact her?
Yeah, everybody does what he likes in this court. Yeah, you can go.
Thank you. Thank you, my lord, for the indulgence. My lord, can I ask for a short adjournment? I need to consult with my colleague for accused number 3 together with our clients regarding the entry I've just read now into the report.
What's the time, sir?
12:22, my lord.
How long do you need?
My lord, maybe we can resume at 2, my lord.
Tell me, what are the protocols regarding cross-examination? Where, when you cross-examine and your client realizes that there's something he wants to tell you, don't you tell your client that I will come to you, but you just leave this witness hanging, like you are supposed to answer you. You did not, because your client just said, hey, hey. What are the protocols?
My lord, I have advised my client that if I'm saying something which is not according to his instruction, he must raise up his hand.
Yes.
Yes.
And then when do you go to the person? Because what he's telling you is obviously arising from the answer given by this witness. Common sense would dictate that when you consulted him, this exigency was never traversed. That's why he raised his hand. Is that not so?
Yes, my lord. But I did ask for the permission.
No, fine. I'm just saying. I just want to understand. Because now you're saying you want to speak to your 3 colleagues. Now you're saying that. That's why I'm asking, what are the protocols? Yeah, Mr. Mgomezu.
My lord, the problem is that my client is bringing to my attention the information regarding the transaction that we are currently busy with.
Fine, I hear you. I'm saying
Yes,
now you are saying we must adjourn so that you consult your co...
Mr. Minister, yes, my lord.
And then you say we must adjourn. So I just want to understand, what are the protocols?
No, my lord, I think that is allowed. Because I need to
Mr.
clarify
Maloney,
that.
What are the protocols?
Well, not being steep in ethics regarding the defense, but the general practice is that if clients draws attention of counsel, I think there's a duty on counsel to hear what
Yes,
client
of
says.
course.
Yes, just to make sure that the proposition that is being put to the witness is correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want us to adjourn until when?
Until 2 o'clock, my lord.
You said, Mr. Balui, what's the time?
It's now 12:25.
Are you available after 2, sir?
Yes, my lord.
Okay, 2 o'clock.
Kuyaqhubeka ukuqulwa kwecala likaSenzo Meyiwa eNkantolo ePhakeme yasePretoria.